If you want to be more efficient and effective while running your business with more inner peace, then working on the core of your issues instead of putting on a band-aid is vital. Welcome to the Business Brain Podcast.
I'm your host, Esty Rapport, and here to help you improve your 28 cognitive functions, the 28 things that make up thinking. In each episode, we'll discuss a real-life challenge, why you might be struggling with it, and give you practical strategies so all areas of your life will improve.
Sarah's late ADHD diagnosis shed light onto why some tasks were always a struggle. Despite her work in helping teams develop skills and a growth mindset culture, it was only after joining our 90-day cohort, Optimize Your Brain, and reading the book Mindset by Carol Dweck that she noticed she had a fixed mindset about ADHD. She thought her ADHD's challenges would be there forever, yet shifting her perspective made it easy for her to tackle and remove those challenges. If you're experiencing something similar, I'm here to tell you, you do not have to struggle forever. In this episode 441 of the Business Brain Podcast, I'm going to share with you the exact steps of what you can do to have your own transformation. But first, want a super easy to understand, super easy to implement resource on cognitive functions? I've got you. Grab a copy of your essential guide to cognitive functions at lifefixuniversity.com/guide. While you are doing any task, you, without even realizing it, are using your 28 thinking skills. When the thinking skills you need to use are strong, doing the task is easy. If the thinking skills you need to use are weak, doing the task will be a challenge. The struggle Sarah had came from a fixed mindset about what she can or cannot do. Most people think ADHD challenges will always be a challenge. You've been struggling with these challenges since the day you were born, so why should anything be different now? ADHD challenges actually come from weak thinking skills. Since these are skills, by definition, it means you can learn them. Just like you can learn to play drums, even if you've never played in your life, your brain can learn working memory, time management, planning, etc. But only if you have a growth mindset about it. You see, there are two kinds of mindsets. A fixed mindset believes the way that something is the way it will always be. A growth mindset understands that if you do the work and put in the effort, you will get there in the end. Someone with a growth mindset is always growing, learning, asking for feedback, and sees failures as a learning moment. Society has taught us to have a fixed mindset about ADHD. You have this challenge and it will always be a challenge. Let's find systems that work around this challenge when truthfully, you can get rid of the challenge. The very first thing you want to do is to make sure the language you are using is growth mindset language. Saying I can't is a really clear sign you have a fixed mindset about it. Instead, change it to I can't yet, or I'm learning, or I'd like to get better at. Don't lie to yourself. Just adjust the sentence slightly so it's a growth mindset sentence. Instead of saying, I'm never on time, say, I'd like to become better at time. Instead of saying, I can't remember that, I have horrible memory, say, I'm working on my memory. Can you help me meanwhile? Next time you find yourself feeling frustrated at your ADHD, instead of giving into it, take the time to figure out what is the skill you've got to learn. Your best bet is starting with the foundational 28 thinking skills, as these are the skills behind all skills. You can take the thinking skills assessment at lifefixuniversity.com/CF, and you can see where each of your thinking skills are standing, which ones are strong and which ones are making tasks really challenging for you. Instead of getting stuck in your ADHD, understand what you need to do to remove those challenges. Society has taught us that ADHD struggles will stay with us forever. That train of thought is a fixed mindset. You want to approach your ADHD with a growth mindset so you can do something about it. Your challenge this week is to watch your language. Anytime you catch yourself falling into a fixed mindset, change it into a growth mindset so your brain can begin looking for ways to help you. Take it up a notch by figuring out what skill do you need to learn so that way doing this task will be easy. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next episode.
That's all for this episode of the Business Brain Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please share it with 2 of your business friends so they too can gain from it, and you'll be helping us reach our goal of 1 million downloads by the end of 2025. Cheers to peak brain performance.